Hi there, I'm Cody, pronouns em, ers, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, hers.
It's like a robot with a crack addiction. Even the volume is not coming out together with the video face. It's coming out different timings. Send this robot back to factory, let him fix him.
Honestly, so sad. Like, they say that they have no harm, like they mean no violence, but they literally came with pots and pans, banging on stuff, yelling at us, put an American flag literally in her pants, threw it at us. It's so sad, honestly. I really do pray for everybody. I hope everybody finds God or finds peace, happiness, and love, because this is sad. It's not a good way to live at all. It's not to be sad all the time.
Protest has a place, but mocking faith and grief isn't protesting. It's cruelty. Now, a movement that can't respect mourning has already lost its soul.
I have a question for you. What unites the left wing? What makes the left wing come together in community? Because with the right wing, it's obviously Christianity and their collective commitment and love for Jesus, and also nationalism. They are nationalists. America, flag, nationalism. Where for me personally, when I think of national, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. So we don't have a unifying glue in the left wing that binds us together. What is it? What brings us together? What do you think?
Sorry, what the fuck did you just say? You better never have a medical emergency. Most of us in healthcare are liberal. Are you suggesting that you wouldn't provide medical care to somebody that doesn't share the same political views as you? And I have news for you, Carry On. There's a lot of Republicans in healthcare. We just don't ever sit and tell everybody what we are because we know we're working with people like you. And y'all are so loud and so ignorant. So loud and so ignorant. And we just quietly sit and listen to you. Yeah, we listen to you. But I wonder if your employer would appreciate you going out and telling the general public that they better never have a medical emergency because you wouldn't provide care. See how that works? I would go out on a limb to guess that your employer would not like you representing their company, their business in that way. I mean, that's just a wild guess, a wild assumption.
My main question of concern is that we should really try to learn and understand why healthcare workers are liberal. Something is not right there. Now, Norton Health, is this your employee? Would you mind clarifying your position to this statement? Now, internet, this is her Facebook. Now, I need the internet to work your magic because this woman has no obligation working with patients.
So I've got a really fucking good idea. I'm going to print shirts with Charlie Kirk's face on it. Maybe an image of the moment it happened. And I want to sell them. And then all of the proceeds, I'm going to donate to Planned Parenthood. We have an actual direct-to-garment printer at home. It's like a huge, very expensive printer because we were going to try to get into the retail business and have a clothing line. And it just hasn't popped off yet, but it needs to be used for something. So would people buy this shirt? What if I did like Charlie Kirk's face on it, when it happened, and then put the quotes on it like says he's pro-life and dies? Let me know in the comments if you'd buy that fucking shirt because I'm going to do this and then donate all the money to the places that he hated that are going to actually help women and kids.
I just feel like enough about Charlie Kirk already. Like, have we not moved on? Have we not? I'm over it. Who cares? He literally said people need to die for us to have our guns. He said, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, people will have to die, but we have to have that for us to have guns. Well, he was his own sacrifice. He would have agreed with his own death. So stop mourning him. He's fine with it. He's looking up at us. He's perfectly fine with it.
Now, after watching all these videos, I know I'm not the only one that's thinking this. I'm sure you guys are wondering, why are people on the left so violent and angry? So today, I decided to find out myself. Now, here's my research and my technical analysis. Now, guys, listen up. Now, according to the Left of Center Pew Research, confirms this analysis. Study shows that liberals have significantly higher rates of mental illness than conservatives. They are also more violent. such disorders are more prominent in the young. Among white liberal women under the age of 30, 60% have been diagnosed with one or more mental disorders. That explains it.
I'll do it. I'll be the one to do it. If you guys, enough that you guys follow me, I'll take one for the team. I'll do it.
Hey, I know. Let's play a game. The game is called You Know You're a Fascist When. You know you're a fascist when you chant freedom while cheering for mass deportations without due process. You know you're a fascist when you think banning books and gutting universities is saving America. You know you're a fascist when you believe soldiers should be loyal to a person, but not the Constitution. You know you're a fascist when you demand law and order unless the law is investigating your favorite politicians. You know you're a fascist when you want to lock up opponents, but pardon your own criminals. You know you're a fascist when you think elections are rigged unless your guy wins. You know you're a fascist when you call yourself a patriot while rooting for a third term like it's a third world dictatorship. You know you're a fascist when you call the press the enemy because they told the truth. You know you're a fascist when you think human rights are optional for people you don't like. You know you're a fascist when you believe religion should run the government as long as it's yours. You know you're a fascist when you cheer when peaceful protesters are beaten, jailed, or silenced. You know you're a fascist when you wrap yourself in the flag while dismantling the democracy it stands for. You know you're a fascist when you believe one man's power is more important than everyone's freedom. But yeah, tell me how the libtards are destroying this country.
Guys, introducing, I'm a tolerant liberal. If you don't agree with my opinions, automatically you are sexist, racist, misogynistic, homophobic.
So look, Kirk, I'll say it with my whole fuck Charlie Kirk. That man spread hateful rhetoric. You guys, if you're watching this, there's a good chance you fucking know. If you are paying any attention to my take, you already know. But I think what people don't realize is how much privilege is coming from the people who feel like they're left-leaning, but suddenly, as soon as things get violent, as soon as things get bloody, not me. No, I have too much empathy. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people hurt. Nobody deserves that. No, some people do deserve that. People whose lives are causing death and harm to others, they deserve it. I hope he's the first of many. Because it's not like our kindness, our empathy is keeping our people from getting killed. It's not. It's not. Like, silence is complicity. I have been teaching a class on just this thing. Like, it's time for minorities to stop being small, to stop being quiet, to stop being digestible. It's time for minorities to rise, to fight. And sometimes fighting is messy, sometimes it's bloody. And that's to be. I'm not going to apologize for that. Like, I will die on this fucking hill. I recognize my views lean utilitarian. I recognize the flaws in that logic. But also, show me a better way. Because nothing so far is working. You know, like, capitalism's growing and growing. Patriarchy's growing and growing. Nothing's getting better. I think people are afraid to do what it takes, you know? Like, even when you're not the one getting your hands dirty, don't condemn those who are so done that they did what they had to do to take a stand. Like, no, killing one person isn't going to fix things. But making people afraid to speak that kind of rhetoric, making people think twice, making people feel not empowered, yeah, that will. So I don't know. I know that there's a lot of emotion and logical flaws in my argument, but I think even if you strip all that away, I don't think the core premise is wrong.
Charlie Kirk said it best, and may God rest his soul. Charlie Kirk once said, if you're 18 and think you're the opposite sex, you have mental illness. Now, if you're 8 and think you're the opposite sex, your mother has mental illness. Now, I hate to break it to you guys, they are only 2 genders. Now, the rest of the other genders, I'm sorry, you guys just have mental illness.
Okay, is anybody else crashing out, finding out that a lot of your friends and family members are in this weird religious psychosis and they're okay with being in a dictatorship? Like, I'm crashing out. I don't know if it's because I'm sleep deprived or what, but I'm crashing out. Like, are we living in a simulation? Are they okay? But what's happening?
I do have to give Tim Waltz credit for saying that we need to be meaner. Because a lot of you need to be, like, meaner. Of course that's what you're saying. You leftists just want to bully everybody. Yeah. In this case, yeah. If you're still walking around with a MAGA hat, yeah. Yeah, I fully intend on bullying you, and I don't feel bad about that.
My gosh. It must be exhausting being a liberal. Like, it must be awful going through life delusional, afraid, extremely emotional, enraged all the time. Hating your country and hoping it fails. Like, imagine having that toxic mindset.
People shouldn't have to work to prove their value to you. In fact, people shouldn't have to work.
You don't think so? How else are you going to be able to afford to make yourself look like a unicorn with Down syndrome?
Hey, MAGA, just in case you're unaware, we are not going to stop. We are never going to give up the fight. We will always stand up in the face of adversity. We will fight fascism tooth and motherfucking nail. I will scrape and scratch till my last motherfucking breath to ensure that my children and every other child in this country and this fucking world are able to keep their rights and be able to get the education that they need, real education, get the health care that they need, and live long, productive lives and thrive. You are not going to fucking stop that. You are not going to hold our daughters down and make them handmaids. You will not dumb this country down. We will win. We will be on the left side of history.
Liberals be like, my generation will start a revolution. How? Your generation can't even start a freaking lawnmower or yet identify what a woman is. Guys, you can't make this up. Take a look at these liberals training for a revolution. It's a literal joke.
Yeah, give it to me. No, but I can take it. Oh, I gotta get lower. So much strength, but I stayed up with this. That's the point, right? I hate immigrants. I love Nazis. Fucking fascism is great. The brown people bother me.
This picture paints 1,000 words. We all know the reason why that disciple of the soy is there. This will probably be the closest thing he will probably get to getting laid. It's absolutely pathetic. It's like watching a bunch of 5-year-olds on the playground fighting over a swing set.
This was my turning point. When Charlie first died, when I first found out, I was upset. I didn't follow Charlie, but I would see his, videos online all the time, and I would think, wow, this guy, I don't know if I agree with everything he says because I didn't follow him like that. But this guy has this open dialogue. It's very refreshing. I never saw it, and I respected him for that. Now, I'm a registered Democrat, but for the last 3 elections, and before that even, I don't vote for party. I vote for whoever I think is going to be the best and whoever we need. Having said that, I have realized that I do lean more on the conservative side now. But the one thing that really brought it home for me, the day Charlie died, my daughter came home from school. She's 11 years old. We live in Jersey, in Hudson County. It's a very democratic, liberal area. And, you know, my daughter goes to school. They're in 6th grade. These children have a lot to say about Trump supporters. And my daughter, you know, from peer pressure and whatever, has felt weird that I'm a Trump supporter. And when I asked her when she got home if she knew who Charlie Kirk was and what happened, she turned to me and said, "Yeah, I hate that guy." And that was my turning point. We never spoke about Charlie in this house. We never even, like, I don't even know if she's ever seen his stuff. And I'm really getting sick of people quoting him and then me having to go and find the transcript of that specific quote and send it to them. And then come back to me and go, "Oh, yeah, okay, I understand now." I'm getting tired of it. My turning point was when I realized they're influencing my children. For real. This isn't, oh, they're teaching this in school. No, this is actual influence of for my child to turn to me and say, "I hate him," for no reason. She couldn't back it up. That was my turning point.
An 11-year-old comes home saying, "I hate Charlie Kirk," and she's never even heard his name at home. That's not education. That's indoctrination. Parents are waking up, even Democrats. When the classroom starts scripting hate into kids' mouths, that mask slips. This isn't teaching, it's programming. Guys, you have to wake up and become independent thinkers and do the research yourself instead of listening to the media. Because this is what happens when you do your own research.
Hey, good morning. The more and more I watch Charlie Kirk's videos, the more disgusted I am with the nation. The more and more I'm disgusted with the side that's cheering his death. Because I'm looking for him being racist clips. I'm looking for him being misogynist clips. And you know what I come to realize is that there are a bunch of fucking idiots out there preaching shit that they don't know nothing about. We are surrounded by people that claim to be intelligent, emotional intelligent. I was disappointed before because of the cheering, but now I find out that somebody assassinated a good man, and all these fucking retards cheered en masse. I don't give a fuck anymore. He was trying to be fucking oh my God, he was so intelligent. And the way he broke down, you made me watch Charlie Kirk. You said he was a racist. I want to see how racist he got. He wasn't fucking racist. I agree with him on a bunch of shit. No, I said, you want to shoot me in the neck too? Bro, I'm telling you, if you see me in public, don't try no goofy shit. If I feel like that, and I wasn't a fan, I never watched it. You saw my video went viral. It had like fucking 5 million views and shit. It went around social media. It was even on the clips. I did not agree with him because I thought he was racist. Because I heard the echo chamber say that he was racist. So I went, oh yeah, he's racist. I don't fuck with him. And then, even then I was just like, he don't need to die. But now that I'm watching his clips in full context, I'm like, oh my God, I'm friends with the devil. These niggas are stupid as fuck.
That's an awakening moment right there. When a regular dude digs up past the media lies and realizes Charlie Kirk wasn't some cartoon villain, but a sharp, fearless man who loved this country. The left kept screaming racist, misogynist, bigots like broken robots. And this guy went looking for proof and found nothing. That's the scam. Smear someone enough times and the sheep will believe it. Meanwhile, Charlie Kirk gets taken out and these soulless freaks cheer like demons at a blood ritual. That disgust he feels, That's the awakening. That's how a revolution starts. When normal people see the evil, call BS, and refuse to play along.
People are leaving the Democrat Party by the droves. After Charlie Kirk's death, and people were celebrating and just rejoicing that a man lost his life, people are leaving the Democrat Party by the droves. They celebrated a father being dead, a brother, a husband, a conservative, a man of God. People are done. The Democrat Party has now become the party of death.
As expected, Charlie Kirk's wife, who everyone was feeling so sorry for, oh my god, I don't feel bad for him, but I feel bad for her. Yeah, she's also an incredibly right-wing person who's using this moment to push an authoritarian agenda against the left. Are you all gonna realize that the women who marry these freaks know exactly what situation they're getting into, and the reason they get in that situation is because they want to be there. Charlie Kirk's wife married Charlie Kirk because she liked Charlie Kirk's ideas. It's literally simple as. Women, too, are capable of making free decisions of who to associate with, and you can judge them based on those decisions. If a woman is the happy wife to a terrible man, it's probably because she, too, is a terrible person. Y'all do this weird shit with Usha Vance as well. Oh my god, I bet she feels so awkward knowing that her husband is racist against Indians and people of color. I think she probably doesn't. Why? Because given who she married, she's probably racist too. I don't know what y'all were expecting. Women can be some real demons too. They're just not as loud about it as their yapper ass husband.
Now guys, what are the chances that she has a man in her life? I'm guessing negative 10% when you look like this. Now,
he needs some milk.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the biggest difference between liberal woman and conservative woman. Now, you tell me which one you want to date.
I cannot help but feel like I just witnessed one of the greatest moments in all of history. Our government leaders just preached the gospel to hundreds of thousands of people, completely unashamed. This is something we have never seen before in the history of all of America. And not only that, but Miss Erica Kirk publicly forgave her husband's assassin in front of hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. She just showed what the gospel is, the love of Christ, and exactly what it was that her husband stood for. And I am blown away by God's grace and mercy, by his power and everything that is going on in this country. We are in revival. God bless America and God bless Erica Kirk.
How could anyone seeing Charlie Kirk's service have any doubt? God was clearly present and at work in the auditorium and with all those watching. And it's bringing everybody together to fight against evil. Guys, just have a look at this.
If we don't hang together, we will surely hang separately, which is exactly what Elon Musk told me. So backstage, Elon Musk embraces Erica Kirk, and she's crying in his arms, and they're hugging, and it's really profound. This was after the speeches. This was after the program. And this is the words that Elon Musk said to us in this small little group with Erica Kirk. And he said, this is why I was proud to sit with my president. This is what he called Trump, my president today. He accepted Trump's invitation to go up there, and the majority of the event Elon Musk sent sitting there with Donald Trump, chewing it up. Everyone can see here's the photos of Elon embracing Erica, and then there are photos of Elon with Trump, and they seem to be having a great time. Dana White also there. What not only was the size and scope of this and the peacefulness of it a profound eulogy for Charlie and his memory, but the cornerstone of it all, to unite the world's most powerful, richest private civilian with the world's most powerful public figure, Donald Trump. Charlie said in this chair right here, he hoped that it happened. There's a clip that went viral yesterday. Charlie saying, I pray that Elon Musk and Donald Trump reconcile. And they did so at Charlie's funeral in Charlie's memory. A profound and beautiful example of what Charlie constantly was doing for our movement. And he fused together the greatest schism that we've seen in the nascent Trump administration. He just fixed Trump and Elon together. We saw it live. And it's like the power of Charlie crying out. I mean, after death, crying out, and like still the power of Charlie, like bringing together these tectonic forces that should not reconcile. These are two stubborn men. These are two men that don't need each other, honestly. But Elon Musk told me this. He hugs Erica Kirk. He looks to all of us and he goes, if we don't hang it together, we will surely hang separately. So let us unite. I was proud to sit with my president tonight. That's what Elon told us. That's what Elon told us backstage. Wow. And so, again, just as a little behind-the-scenes vignette here, what you watched yesterday, what tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people saw yesterday, definitely hundreds of millions saw yesterday, was a beautiful encapsulation, eulogizing, and memorial to Charlie with his energy pulsing through every bit of it.
Charlie Kirk once said, old hatred dissolves into new friendships. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we must unite and we must keep fighting for our country. And most important of all, we must keep fighting for Charlie Kirk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.